Hello again everyone, welcome back to another video on this wonderful platform we call the internet. And today we are talking about the overabundance of remakes and remasters that seem to be coming out over the past 2 or so years. We are talking about the overabundance of remakes and remasters. So, video game remakes have been a thing for several decades, really. The earliest one that I actually know of is the 2002 remake of Resident Evil 1, which originally came out in 1996. And that was literally just 6 years after the original came out. So, having video game remakes come out shortly after the original game isn't really anything new, I will say. So, yeah, but the only problem with doing it today is that most of them are pretty much similar, if not the same, as the original game, compared to Resident Evil 1, where it had pretty much a complete graphics overhaul. I mean, yeah, sure, it still had the fixed camera angles and all that, but it still had a massive overhaul in other aspects of gameplay, and especially in the graphics, and I'm pretty sure the cinematics. But with most ones today, such as with Until Dawn, The Last of Us Part 1, they're pretty much the same as the original games that came out before. Because Until Dawn originally came out in 2016, Last of Us on PS3 in 2013, I believe. And then they did a remaster for the PS4 to take advantage of it, as obviously PS4 was more powerful than the PS3, obviously. So that's understandable. But with these two remakes, they aren't exactly different to the original games. I mean, they do look better in certain aspects and others not, but at the same time, especially with the backwards compatibility, you can just play the original versions on the PS5 anyway. So, yeah, like, what really is the difference? I mean, The Last of Us Part 1 remake has a few extra animations and other mechanic side of things, but apart from that, though, graphics-wise and all that, it's still pretty much the same. And then also, just recently, Horizon Zero Dawn remastered came out, and yeah, there is differences there, and it utilizes the DualSense features and all that. But once again, could have just put out an update for a free PS5 upgrade. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe that's what they did. I don't know, because yeah, I haven't really known that much about it. And same thing with The Last of Us 2 remastered. Like, literally, that game, The Last of Us Part 2, already looks good anyway. So why does it need to be remastered? Like, once again, you can just play PS4 version on the PS5 and it will still look good. So, what's really the point in all that, really? I mean, honestly, the only way a remake can really stand out is if it takes a game from many, many years ago and like really completely rebuilds it. So, for example, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, despite its shortcomings, Resident Evil 4 remake, what else? Final Fantasy 7, and also probably the rumoured and hopefully upcoming Most Wanted 2005 remake. So there are examples of this being done right, but these other few here, outside of Resident Evil and Final Fantasy, they just aren't exactly, not exactly necessary. There might be other good remakes out there that I didn't mention, and I apologise for that, but so yeah, just feel free to let me know in the comments below which ones I did miss out on. But yeah, I'm just going off of the ones that I know, really, so yeah. So yeah, with the whole idea of the remakes is to take an older one and, rebuild it. Once again, case in point, Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil 2, so on and so forth. Most Wanted 2005. And several other games out there. So yeah, but as for these other ones that have only just recently come out in the past few years, it's not exactly necessary if they already look good anyway, and you can just play them anyway on the PS5 through backwards compatibility. So yeah, honestly at this point it's just, although it's mostly Sony doing this, and it's probably just Sony trying to make a quick buck. So that's really the main reason why. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So honestly, I only really turn my attention to remakes and pay interest in them if it's something worthwhile. Once again, case in point, Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy VII, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if anything, if Sony really wanted to push out these remakes and remasters, then they could have taken some older games, such as the first God of War, and, I don't know, Gran Turismo 4, and just, like, remastered or remade them. Just as an example, because they're old enough to a point where you can really make a difference between the original and a remake or remaster. But, once again, instead, just to make a quick buck, they chose these other games that only just came out not that long ago to begin with. So yeah. Anyway, though, I just figured I'd share my thoughts on that. So yeah, thank you for watching. Pardon me again, had to yawn. Early start for work, all that shit. Come home late, get to bed late. Anyway, though, thank you for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.